Now, Patty, tell us, share with us a little bit about your background. I know you were born and raised in Puerto Rico. I mean, you obviously have been, really dedicated to what your mission is here as an embodied human. I mean, you've got the bachelor's degree in sociology, but talk to me a little bit about what you were feeling before you really identified what your life was to be about, and then just kind of how it all came together for you. I think it's nice for our listeners to hear that in their own and relate it to their own process.
Absolutely. Yes, I am originally from Puerto Rico. My dad is Cuban and my mom is Puerto Rican. And I remember when I was little, like 4, people would ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I would say that I wanted to be a combination of Mother Teresa and Marilyn Monroe. And of course, yes, that would be the reaction that I would get. People would be like, "Oh, that's so cute," And
I guess we all went through that phase.
What?
I guess we all went through that phase.
Yeah. And I proceeded to work on the Marilyn Monroe aspect. I'm an actor as well, and I just, really I just really wanted to help people. I really wanted to be of service. And at that time, I thought, well, if I get really famous, then people will listen to me and I can help them and I can give money to charities and I can, So I ended up here in California pursuing that. And there was this feeling inside of me that something was missing, that I wanted something more, that I needed to be doing something more. And I ended up at the Lionheart Institute, which is the school where I went to get my certifications. And as I said earlier, it was just this feeling of like, yes, this is what's true for me. This is, what I've been looking for. The chakras, yes, that totally makes sense to me. It just was intuitive that this was it. And I remember when I first started my journey, my healer would ask me, so, what are you feeling in your body? And what's your breath like? And I would just be like, what is she talking about? What am I feeling in my body? My energy was so wrapped around my upper chakras with my reasoning and intuition and all of that it wasn't fully integrated into my physical body. And so as I continued to do the work and continued to learn how to ground my energy and be present and be in the physical body, I just realized how important that is. And I truly believe, that peace worldwide does really start from inside. When I am connecting with someone, if I can have awareness of what's happening in my body, am I reacting to this person? Am I feeling triggered by something? And if I can have awareness around that, it's going to influence our interaction. And the spiritual principles, that the school teaches with, compassion, innocence, faith, being in your heart, integrity. These are all things that I embody as a healer, and I embody as a human being when I'm connecting with anyone. And if I can be with those, and I can hold that vibration as I'm connecting with people, or hold that vibration if there's war happening or whatnot, I can contribute that level of energy. And so when I graduated, I just knew that this was something that I really wanted to share with others, this information, this just way of being. And for me, it's also really important that we honor and acknowledge that shadow part of ourselves and that we connect with that. Because if you try to push that down and if you try to ignore it, and, it's going to come out sideways, as they used to say in my school, with whatever. I mean, I can't think of any examples right now, but it's about integrating all of the parts of ourselves. I am happy, and yes, sometimes I am sad. And sometimes I have anger, and sometimes, I don't behave the nicest because I'm a human being. And these are all experiences that are going to help me grow and learn and continue on my path and be close to, my higher power. And so I'm just really passionate about sharing all of this with people and really being inclusive of all of the parts of ourselves so that we can be aware of all of them and be with them and nurture them and re-self-parent ourselves so that we can, really create the world that we really want to live in with joy and peace and serenity. So, yeah, that's my story.
Beautiful. And I love your story. And it's just to hear you put that into words after I have gotten to know you. I've gotten to know you at, the different events that we're at. And so I see you, at most recently Leaders Causing Leaders in Marina del Rey, where you were just of tremendous service. And it was about exactly that, being there to be in service. And just watching how you interact with people and the energy of all that, and then to hear you speak of it right now, it just all hits home. I have a much more complete picture of you.